Hey everybody, I'm back with another fun card from the Sand and Sea suite, and it's using the embossing folder and these opal rounds. And I wanted to show you, you can't see this very well in the book, but it's the pearlescent specialty paper, and it's just so pretty and shiny. I did a video with some of it, and you can find it on my YouTube channel, and it's just for the background here. And then I used the embossing folder with one of our Memories and More cards that has the white core in it that you can sand and make this pretty background paper. I love this. So what I'm going to do, if you haven't signed up for my YouTube channel yet, if you sign up and leave a comment, I will need your email address. You can either leave that on YouTube or you can send it in a personal message to me. So I'm going to give away this punch party, and the only way you could earn this from Celebration was if you had a $300 show. And I'm also going to give away one of the blender brushes because I know these are on back order right now. So we'll be giving one of them away, and if you will tell me which one you would rather have, if you would like the stamp set or the blender brush. So when I was picking out the colors for to do this card, it was funny. I picked out all these colors that had to do with the sea. So this is soft sea foam. I made two of those. I like those. This is Sahara sand. This is petal pink. And the one that I made the card out of is seaside spray. And I just think this color is beautiful. And these colors together are great. So let me show you real quick what you do. So you will need your blender brush. And I would just say that this would be your blender brush for the shimmer paint from now on. If you like this technique, it is kind of addicting. So what you need is you just need something plastic to put your shimmer paint in. And these are just something that, what came in these? The beaded pearls came in this, so I just kept it after I used them. And all you do is you want to give your paint a shake, and then you want to put like a dime-sized drop in there. Maybe a tiny bit more, you know. More sparkle is better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a piece of the seaside spray, and all you do is you take your blender brush and you just load it up with the shimmer paint and just start putting it on there, laying it down, and you can, I hope you can see the sparkle, and you just keep putting it on until you get it all covered. And you can see I've done a few of these cards already. It is, if you know me, you know I love techniques, and this is a fun one. So just, if you get your fingerprints on there, just go over it. And it doesn't take very long for it to dry at all. So then you want to just move this out of the way and bring in your cut and emboss machine. And you can do this with all these colors. You know, they're just beautiful. So bring it in with your embossing folder. Turn around here and grab it. And I love this cut and emboss machine. I know I've talked about it before, but it is just, it's the best. I had the Big Shot, and this is, it's much better. It's just smooth. So this is the 3D shell embossing folder, and you just put your cardstock right in there, close it up, and you use plate 1 and plate 4. And I just tell everybody, if you get this machine, always assume that your embossing folders are 3D, and just try them that way first. And if there's not enough pressure on it when you put it through, then you can try the other sandwich that goes with embossing folders, and that's on the embossing folder plates. It gives you your sandwiches, and I like that it carries through on the other plates that fit on here to tell you how to put your sandwiches together. And then you just bring it out. Isn't that beautiful, isn't it? Hope you can see the sparkle on there. So I'm going to get rid of the cut and emboss machine, put it behind me, and then I'll show you how I made the card. So what I did is I got all of my ribbons out that I thought that would go with these colors that I picked out, and I decided that I wanted the Seaside Spray, which has some sparkle in it, which is just really pretty, and then the linen trim, and they go so nicely together. So the first thing I do is I want to put this, oops, knock my stuff out of the container, sorry about that. Let me put them back in there. Those are my acrylic blocks. I keep them right where I can get to them. So what you want is some Scotch tape, and you just want to wrap this around your card base, or not the card base, but the piece that you just put through the embossing folder. Cut this off. Doesn't have to go all the way around, you know, that way it'll save you some ribbon. I do this at most of my card classes, so it does save a little bit of ribbon. And if you get it crooked, just adjust it so that it is straight. Doesn't it go so pretty with that? I just think it's gorgeous. So let's get that out of the way. And then what you want to do is you want to bring in your next color, which is the Sahara Sand, and just attach this. And I always use the mono adhesive because it really does work the best for embossing, because it holds it. You know, sometimes when you use the tape runner, it doesn't hold it as well, and this, you know, it's gonna hold. So, and it also gives you just a few minutes to make any adjustments if you don't get it on straight right in the beginning. So then just press it down so you get a nice tight seal there, and then you can come in with your ribbon, and I like to tie them in a double bow. So what you want to do is you want to take your ribbon and you just put it together, and I just leave it on the rolls until I'm done tying, and that way I don't cut myself short and not have enough to tie a ribbon or a bow like I want to tie it. So you just try to keep it straight and wrap it around and pull it through. And then you can adjust it a little bit after you get the tails or the bows. So isn't that pretty together? And then this one somehow got a little bit longer than the other one. Just give it a little snip, and then just snip the other ends. Get rid of your pieces. Isn't that pretty together? I just think it goes really nicely together. And you can just move them around so that you can see both of the ribbons. And then these pieces right here, I just thought they were small enough that they would fit on the card, but it wouldn't take away from the card that you have worked on. And that's what you want to see. You want to see the sparkle and the shine, and you want to see, you know, the beauty of that. So I used You Are Amazing, and then I used early espresso because I think it goes really nicely with this. It's not really dark like black is, and I think the colors just complement each other. So all you want to do is you want to bring in some dimensionals. I just put them on either side so that it'll kind of straddle the ribbon and fit on there really nicely. So let's just put this on here like this. And then for a finishing touch, I bring in the opal rounds, which go with this suite. And aren't they pretty? They've got a little bit of pink and a little bit of green in them. And I just like to put one on the sentiment And just put a couple more around your card. I think it's just gorgeous. So then you just want to bring in, oh, here they are, sorry. Bring in a card base, and I usually try to keep these cut and have them where I can, when I'm making cards, so I don't have to stop and make more bases for them. And I always use the thick Whisper White, and that way you don't have to worry about not being able to stamp any color. You know, you can stamp any color and see it for your inside. Because if you use, you know, different colors for your card bases, then you're going to have to worry about maybe having to put an extra piece of white inside to stamp on. So this way you're all set and ready to go. So I'm going to cut those tails just a little bit more. And I love this card. I think it's just beautiful. So leave me a comment, remember, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be giving away a stamp set, maybe 2. I'm not sure yet. It just depends. And then one of the blender brushes. So let me know what you'd like to win. See you soon.